Hey guys, Sri Lankan Sammy, excuse me, retired with mom and dad. Welcome to the vlog. January 2025. I'm actually filming this on New Year's Eve. It is like, I don't even know what time is it? It is 3 o'clock in the afternoon. What a beautiful day. I'm going to be doing a live stream. I hope you guys will join me on my regular live streams are on Sunday mornings, Sri Lankan time. I go for as long as people are online, 1-2 hours. But New Year's Eve, I'm doing a 5-hour marathon, a retrospective, looking back, talking to people, hoping that you guys will join. So I took some notes for today's vlog on why I'll never fall in love again, or why I will restrict the temptation, or resist. The right word is resist the temptation of getting, and again, I don't want to say getting into a relationship, but falling in love, getting into a relationship, going down that road. Why I will not do that, or I will resist that temptation. I took some notes because it's a lot of things that I miss because I just walk and talk, as you guys like. I'm Sri Lankan Sammy, retired with mom and dad. I'm an expat, Canadian expat living in Sri Lanka, coming up on 3 years. So I'm really glad you guys are joining me, and all of my Sri Lankan friends, wishing you a very happy new year, wishing everyone a happy new year, especially to all the new Sri Lankan followers who are subscribing to the channel. Please click the link down below and subscribe, like, hit that bell icon. You know what to do. Help the algorithm, please. If you want to support the channel, I am monetized, so just watch a commercial all the way through. Click the link on the commercial. It'll help support the channel. If you really like what I'm doing, join me on the live stream and you can sponsor, or click the link down below and buy me a coconut. That would be great. So let's talk about why I will never fall in love. Well, number one reason is relationships are hard. Relationships are very, very hard. It's a lot of work. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Relationships are really, really hard. Where do I have here? Yeah, relationships are really, really hard. And the first question I wrote down on my notes here is, why do you get into a relationship? Why do people get into one? And the answer is going to be different for different people. I'm going to talk mostly about my opinions. Now, my opinion isn't always right. I'm just telling you what I think and what I've seen and what I've experienced. Now, just a little bit background. I am divorced. I was married in Canada. I was in a long-term relationship. So from dating till divorce was about 10 years. We were married for about 3 or 4. I can't really remember. That was one of the reasons why I left Canada, was post-divorce. I wasn't happy. It was amicable, but she was much younger, 11 years difference, education difference, desire difference. So it caused a rift that we couldn't overcome. We were friends up until I left Canada and moved to South Korea. I never spoke to her again. That was the end of my connection to Canada. I have no connections in Canada. I have no assets. I have no money, no credit cards, no bank accounts, no ID. I have a passport and a pension, government pension. That's it. So, you know, Nothing connecting me to Canada anymore. Not even, well, other than my brother living in Vancouver. No family or anything. So why do people get into a relationship? Well, I'm gonna give two answers. Number one is because it is culturally acceptable. It is what we are supposed to do. We have been conditioned to pair off, get a job, get a house, propagate, and invest, save money, and then retire. How's that working for you? 40-50% of all marriages end in divorce. Would you buy something that fails 50% of the time? No. But people jump into marriage after marriage after marriage. Not me. And you look at today's caliber of men and women. Not for me personally, like if you're in your 20s, and look at the generation that is out there. I mean, I'm stereotyping. There are good people out there, and you can meet good people and bad people. You never know until you get involved. But I have been so happy being alone that there is no reason for me to get involved with anyone. I cannot be any happier than I am right now being alone. Why would I want to ruin that with a relationship? Because traditionally you date and then you get married and then you move in together and everything like that. I mean, that doesn't happen anymore. But you should live with someone. You should travel with someone. I've said it before. Travel with someone so that you can actually see what they're like. The stresses of travel bring out the good and the bad in everyone. So definitely something that you can get an insight on somebody before marrying them. Getting into a relationship with someone is not easy. I mean, I'm not going to go down the road of what happens and everything, but if you're young, you should probably think about getting into a relationship, because having a partner helps you. And having a partner who supports you and you can support together, and you have the same vision and goal. That's the thing. Don't go out looking for someone who looks a certain way. Go after someone who thinks like you. So for example, if you want to climb Mount Everest, meet someone who wants to climb Mount Everest. You both have the same goal, and you will both work hard to get to that goal. And you will both challenge and support each other for that goal. So that being said, people say, well, Sam, why don't you meet someone, closer to your own age? I traditionally, up until I left Korea, I dated women in their mid to late 20s. My last girlfriend was the Kazakhstan girl, and she was 32. I was 50. Currently, it's Lady Sarah. I mean, she's 32 now, 31. I'm 56. Now, we're not dating. We are very, very close, though. There's no title to what we are. But we have discussed the future. And the future is her and I. Where? Traveling. Doing what? Exploring the world. Working. Making money. Making passive income. Investing. Earning money to spend on vacation. Because we don't have to spend it on family or kids or anything like that. She doesn't want, well, she does, but she's changing her mind. And she's getting older. She's realizing that finding a partner like me, she loves me, specifically because we have the same mindset. We think the same way. We have the same desires, emotionally, physically, socially. We have the same wants. So, hey guys, Sri Lanka Sammy, thanks for joining. I want to take a quick moment and talk to you about the channel. I really appreciate you taking the time to support the channel, clicking like, sharing, and commenting. But I need to ask you for a little bit of help and helping me get the channel up and running a little bit better. Please click the link down below if you want to support the channel and buy me a coconut. What I will do is I will match the dollars and I will go out and buy fresh fruit and vegetables from local farmers on the roadside. You guys have seen me do that before. I'll continue doing that by supporting the local economy. Passively, if you would like to, you can just watch a commercial. I am monetized, so if you watch an ad all the way through, a couple, that would really help the channel. And even more so, click the link of the ad and let it pop up on your computer. Leave it open for a few minutes. That would really help the channel passively. And one last thing, if you could please just put a comment, an emoji, one word saying hello, saying hi, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Holidays, Happy Vesak, Happy Poya, whatever it is, whenever it is, I truly appreciate it. Sri Lankan Sammy, loving you all. We'll see you all on the other side. It's very easy for us to get along. Let me just look at my notes here. People always ask me, aren't you lonely? Yes, I am lonely, but I am 100% happy all the time. I never, ever have to think about, I have to go here, I have to do this, I have to do that. I don't want to. I don't have to feel guilty. I don't have to do anything. Sorry, I don't have to feel any way. I just do what I want, which is just such a relief when it comes down to it. Relationships are hard because you have to compromise. You have to sometimes do things that you really don't want to do. And you don't want to do something because you feel guilty. You want to do something because you want to do it. So finding a partner who likes to do the same things as you, there has to be somebody out there who's like that. There's 8 billion people on this planet. You're telling me that there isn't somebody out there who likes to play video games, likes to travel, likes to eat seafood, go play in the water, and just lounge around and do nothing in a VIP lifestyle. Doesn't like to drink, doesn't like to smoke, doesn't want kids, and loves traveling Southeast Asia. Doesn't have hardcore family ties, doesn't have kids, and is intelligent. There has to be somebody on this planet that fits that. So the trick is, those are the things that I look for in a person, and that's what Lady Sarah has. She has that. She has everything that I want. Doesn't hurt that she's also intelligent and beautiful and kind. But will I ever marry her? Absolutely not. I mean, we joke about it. I said, when you're 40 and you're an old maid and you haven't found anybody, you marry me. She goes, yeah, I probably will, because I'll never find anybody like you. That's what she says. I'm going to interview her about that too, when we're together in Thailand. But she constantly telling me how She appreciates my mind, my spirit, my soul. She's very spiritual. I'm not. I'm an atheist. She's very, very, very religious. So, you know, that's another thing that we have to overcome. But once she gets older, she'll, you know, she'll what's the right word? She won't have to worry about what her parents or family think, because she'll, you know, they won't be around them when she gets older. Yeah, I guess that's basically it, you know? Like, it's not a complicated issue, and people make it a complicated issue. They try to put all of these, I don't know what the word is, all of these criteria, right? Like all of these, like, okay, I'm on TikTok, I'm on YouTube, I'm on Instagram, I scroll just for fun, and I see these clips of people, you know, 6 foot tall, 6-figure income, blah blah blah, right? It's like, and the reality is that's less than 0.2% of the population globally. And then people say, oh well, I have to settle. I've never settled in my life. I've always dated what I wanted at the time. When I was younger, in my 20s, I dated incredibly attractive women, which is what I wanted at that time. Then I met my ex-wife, who was intelligent and supportive. And then when I left Canada and I came to Korea, I just wanted to party. So I dated party girls. I had fun. I met some good women. I met some really good women, and they became friends. Lady Sarah being one of them. So, if there's one piece of advice that I would give you to make sure that you have a successful relationship, is not to base it on your heart. Base it on your brain. Because when you get older, you know, the heart fades after 40, 50 years. You still love, but you don't lust. Okay? Not like you did when you were first met. That's from personal experience. You don't lust. The one piece of advice I give newly married couples, I tell the guy always, I say, don't stop dating her. Even 20 years from now, keep dating, because that's why she decided to go out with you. That's why you guys decided to continue, because you dated, you had fun, you did things. Don't lose that. That is the reason why you have such a successful relationship. It's because you dated. So continue doing that. Keep doing it. So that's the thing. Find out who is in your headspace, right? Not physicality. Physicality is important. It is. There has to be a physical attraction for a relationship. But in my case, okay, well, yeah, Lady Sarah is beautiful. She's probably one of the top 5 that I've ever dated. She's my style. She's what I like in a woman. But more so than that, which makes her even more beautiful, is her intelligence and her commitment and her loyalty. That's the final thing. That's what I forgot to mention, is you have to find someone who you trust implicitly. I watch these videos where this guy will go up to a couple. How long have you been together? Oh, 4 years. Do you think that she's on any dating apps? Oh, no, she's not. We're very committed. And the guy pulls up an AI app and finds the girl on a dating app. You know, come on. If you're going to get into a relationship, you know, people like to say, okay, it's love and everything, but why do we have to go to the government and sign a marriage certificate? Because it's a contract, okay? You cannot legally get married in almost any country in the world, any Western country that I know of, without a government contract. You can do it in a church, but you still have to do the government contract. So treat it like a contract. Get the prenup, get protection, because if 50% of marriages fail, come on, you don't buy a car without a warranty. Why would you get into a marriage without one? Okay? That's another thing you should do. Get a prenup for both parties are protected. Not just you, both parties. Okay? Find someone who's in the same headspace as you. Find someone who is as educated as you. That's important. That is very important. They have to have the same education. They have to have the same political leanings. It kind of is important, if religion is important to you, that you're the same religion, or that you can respect their religion. Culture is important too. If they are culturally sensitive, then you need to be aware of that. But if you're global citizens, then it doesn't really matter, like Lady Sarah and I. Prenup, education, religion, culture. Age is more about maturity. You should both be mature and not naive or ignorant. Open-minded. You should be open-minded. I think that's another important thing. So those are the things that I think you guys should watch out for and think about. And yeah, comment below. Let me know what you think. What is your relationship advice? What have you gone through and learned that I didn't talk about? Okay? I mean, it's been 17 years since I've been in a real relationship. You know, I've dated. I've never had a real relationship in 17 years since I got divorced. So let me know what you guys think. I'm Sri Lankan Sammy, retired with mom and dad. I'll see you all on the other side.